Hi viewers, welcome back. This is Sudhakar from Lohit Computer Academy. Today we are going to start 10th class trigonometry chapter. This is the important chapter in 10th class. That's why I am going to start this chapter first. Most of the students think that trigonometry is a difficult topic. But if you understand the basics, this topic is very easy. That's why I am requesting you to concentrate the basics or introduction first. Trigonometry. The word trigonometry is derived from the Greek words tri meaning three, gon means sides, and metron means measures. Trigonometry is the study of relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. These are the three sides and these are the three angles. Trigonometry is the study of relationship between these three sides and the three angles of a triangle. We have already learned triangles and their properties in previous class. There are three types of triangles. One is acute angled triangle. This is the triangle with all acute angles, means all the three angles are less than 90 degrees. And second one is obtuse angled triangle. Among these three angles, one angle is more than 90 degrees. This triangle is called obtuse angled triangle. And third one is right angled triangle. Among these three angles, one angle is with 90 degrees and other two are acute angles. Okay, this is called right angled triangle. In this trigonometry, we use right angled triangles only. So, we have to revise the properties of right angled triangles first. Properties of right angled triangle. One angle is always 90 degrees or right angle. In this triangle, one angle is 90 degrees. Next, the side opposite angle 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. This is the 90 degrees and opposite to this 90 degrees is this is the side. This is called hypotenuse. And the hypotenuse is always the longest side. This hypotenuse is always the longest side. Next, the sum of the other two interior angles is equal to 90 degrees. These are the other two angles. Sum of these angles is 90 degrees because of sum of three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Next, the other two sides adjacent to the right angle are called base and perpendicular. This is the 90 degrees. Adjacent to this 90 degrees is this is one side and this is second side. These are called base and perpendicular. A right angle triangle is one of the most important shapes in geometry and is the basics of trigonometry. A right angle triangle is the one which has three sides, base, hypotenuse and height, with angle between the base and height being 90 degrees. This is the 90 degrees. This angle is between base and height. But the question arises, what are these? Well, these are the three sides of a right angle triangle and generates the most important theorem, that is Pythagoras theorem. We have already learned the Pythagoras theorem in the previous classes. That is, Pythagoras theorem states that in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. Hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. See in this figure, this is the hypotenuse, this is base and this is perpendicular. Hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square, that is c square equal to a square plus b square. Now we can see some of the daily life examples. This is the wall and this is the ladder. If we want to paint the wall, we use the ladder. To paint the below portion of the wall, we use the ladder up to this and paint. Now it makes a right angle triangle with the wall, ladder and the ground. And this is the angle made by the ladder and the ground. If we want to paint the higher portion of the wall, we should change the position of the ladder. See what will happen if you change the position of the ladder. The height of the ladder from the bottom of the wall increases. The distance between the wall and the ladder decreases. And finally observe that the angle made by the ladder with the ground also changes. And let me take another examples. Take a slider on the playground. If we observe, slider is on a defined angle from the ground. What will happen if we change this angle? If we change this angle, all the measurements changes and the children are not able to play on a slider. Next, another daily life example is electric pole. They are usually erected by a metal wire. Here, the pole, wire and the ground make a right angled triangle. Now observe what will happen if the length of the metal wire decreases. If the length of the metal wire decreases, the distance between the pole and the ground decreases and the angle made by the wire with the ground also changes. Now we discuss in detail with the example of wall and ladder. To paint the wall, the person need a ladder. If he wants to paint the lower portion of the wall, he uses the ladder like this. In this figure, if we denote the floor of the ladder by A, the point of joining the height of the wall and the base of the ladder as B, and top of the ladder as C, then it forms a ABC right angled triangle with right angle at B. The angle between the ladder and ground is said to be theta. This is angle between the ladder and the ground. This is theta. If the person wants to paint the upper portion of the wall, what he will do? He must change the position of the ladder like this. This is the previous portion of the ladder and this is the latest position of the ladder. If we observe these two positions, what changes occurs between these two? The angle made by the ladder with the ground changed. The angle changed. The distance between A and B changed. The distance between A and B changed and the height also changed. Means if we want to paint the higher portion of the wall or lower portion of the wall, we must change the position of the ladder. Now let us observe, if we place the ladder in higher portion of the wall, the theta is increasing. When theta is increasing, the height also increases and the base decreases. If we place the ladder in lower portion of the wall, the theta is decreasing. When theta is decreasing, the height also decreases and the base increases. Naming the sides in a right angled triangle. Let us take a right angled triangle ABC, where B is a right angle. Here AC is a longest side. This is called hypotenuse, and angle C is acute angle, means less than 90 degrees. Now observe the position of AB. This is AB line. Observe the position of AB to the angle C. What is the position of AB to the angle C? It is opposite to the angle C. So it is called opposite side. This side is opposite to angle C. And then what is the position of BC to the angle C? It is beside the angle C. So it is called adjacent side to the angle C. Now let us do this problem in page number 271. Identify hypotenuse, opposite side and adjacent side of the given angles in the given triangles. First one is for angle R. This is the PQR right angle triangle. Here first we have to identify the hypotenuse. This is the 90 degrees, angle Q is 90 degrees. Opposite to the 90 degrees is hypotenuse. This is the longest side. PR is the hypotenuse. According to the problem, for angle R, we have to identify opposite side and adjacent side. For this angle R, we have to find opposite and adjacent side. For this, opposite side is PQ and adjacent side is QR. That's it. First problem is over. Next, come to the second problem. Here, first we have to identify hypotenuse. These X and Y are acute angles. XY angles are acute angles, and this is the right angle. So, opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. Therefore, XY is the hypotenuse. In this problem too, there are two questions. First one is for angle X, we have to find the opposite side and adjacent side. First, for angle X, opposite side is YZ and adjacent side is XZ. Come to the second problem. For angle Y, we have to find opposite and adjacent side. For angle Y, this is the opposite side, and for angle Y, this is the adjacent side. That's it. Now let us try this problem in page number 271. Write lengths of hypotenuse, opposite side and adjacent side for the given angles in the given triangles. Observe the right angle triangle. Here it is given that AC is 5 centimeters and BC is 4 centimeters. Here AC is the hypotenuse, angle B is the right angle. So here AB is not given. That's why first we have to find length of the AB. From the figure, AC is hypotenuse equal to 5 centimeters, and BC is opposite side, that is 4 centimeters, and AB is adjacent side. This is we have to find. According to the Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. AB square is AC square minus BC square. AB square equal to 5 square minus 4 square. AB square equal to 5 square means 25, 4 square means 16. 25 minus 16. AB square equal to 9. That is AB equal to square root of 9. AB is 3 centimeters. Just now we have already find AB equal to 3 centimeters. Now come to the problem. Write the lengths of hypotenuse, opposite side and adjacent side for the given angles in the given triangles. In this, there are two problems. First one is for angle C, we have to write hypotenuse, opposite side and adjacent side. Hypotenuse is common for both. For angle A, this is opposite side and this is adjacent side. C, for angle C, length of the hypotenuse AC is 5 centimeters and opposite side AB is 3 centimeters and adjacent side BC is 4 centimeters. Come to the second problem. For angle A, we have to find hypotenuse, opposite side and adjacent side. For angle A, hypotenuse is common and opposite side is BC. BC is 4 centimeters and adjacent side is AB. AB is 3 centimeters. That's it. Activity in page number 272. Let us know about the trigonometric ratios and how they are defined. Draw a horizontal line on a paper. Let the initial points be A and mark other points B, C, D and E at a distance of 3 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 9 centimeters and 12 centimeters respectively from A. Draw the perpendiculars BP, CQ, DR and ES of lengths 4 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 12 centimeters and 16 centimeters from the points B, C, D and E respectively. Then join AP, PQ, QR and RS. Now we have to find the lengths of these AP, AQ, AR and AS. After finding this, we will get AP as 5 centimeters and AQ as 10 centimeters and AR as 15 centimeters and AS as 20 centimeters. Now create the table for this activity. This is the length of the hypotenuse, length of the opposite side, length of the adjacent side. For the triangle ABP, length of the hypotenuse is 5 centimeters, length of the opposite side is 4 centimeters, length of the adjacent side is 3 centimeters. And for the triangle ACQ, hypotenuse is 10, opposite side is 8, adjacent side is 6 centimeters. For the triangle ADR, 15, 12, 9. And for the triangle AES, 20, 16, 12 centimeters respectively. Now we have to find the ratios, trigonometric ratios, that is opposite side by hypotenuse for these four triangles. Opposite side by hypotenuse is, this is opposite side and this is hypotenuse. So we have to find this ratio. Opposite side by hypotenuse, we will get 4 by 5 as ratio for this triangle ABP. And for this triangle ACQ, we get 4 by 5 only. And for the third triangle, we get the ratio as 4 by 5. And last, for fourth triangle also, we will get the ratio as 4 by 5. Means BP by AP, CQ by AQ, or DR by AR, or ES by AS equal to 4 by 5. We got the same ratio for this opposite side by hypotenuse. Similarly, now we have to find the ratio of adjacent side by hypotenuse. For this, we get the ratio as 3 by 5, 3 by 5, 3 by 5 and 3 by 5 for these four triangles. Means AB by AP equal to AC by AQ equal to AD by AR equal to AE by AS equal to 3 by 5. Means we got the same ratio for these adjacent side by hypotenuse. In this activity, when we observe right angle triangles ABP, ACQ, ADR and AES, angle A is common and angle B, angle C, angle D and angle E are right angles, and angle P, angle Q, angle R and angle S are also equal. Hence, we can say that triangle ABP, ACQ, ADR and AES are similar triangles. When we observe the ratios of opposite side of angle A and the hypotenuse in a right angle triangle, the ratio is similar for these four triangles. Similarly, when we observe the ratio of adjacent side by hypotenuse, this is also similar for these ratios. This ratios opposite side by hypotenuse is named as sin A, that is sin A equal to length of the side opposite to angle A by length of the hypotenuse, that is length of the side opposite to angle A. This is angle A opposite to angle A, that is BC by AC. AC is hypotenuse, and cos A is defined as length of the side adjacent to angle A. Adjacent to angle A is, this is AB by hypotenuse, that is AC, and tan A is defined as tan A equal to length of the side opposite to angle A by length of the side adjacent to angle A, that is BC by AB. Simply, we say that sin A as opposite side by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC, cos A as adjacent side by hypotenuse, AB by AC, and tan A as opposite side by adjacent side, BC by AB.